Ladies and gentlemen, with Worlds just about to start, this player right here, check this win streak. This is like 40 games in a row. At the moment, sitting 64 wins, 6 losses in Grandmaster. He's not playing for a Korean team. He's not playing for a Chinese team. He's playing for a North American team. 100 Thieves, Quidd. He is a Korean player, of course. Not many good players, you know, come out of NA that aren't the imports. But Quidd, he's a player I discovered way back in 2020. I used to play with this guy when he was 15, 16 years of age. I actually discovered him. We actually ran a lot of duos. He carried me up into Korean Grandmaster way back, and he told me his dream was to be a pro player. Well, it's good to see he went all the way. Didn't quite make it in Korea, but he got the bag. He went over to America, and he has the most disgusting win rate I have ever seen. Today, we're going to jump onto the Rift, break down Quidd's gameplay. Don't confuse him for Quad, another Korean import that went over to NA, who's known for his Casio player, but that's for another video. Without further ado, gentlemen, let's jump onto the Rift and break it down. Jumping onto the Rift. Now, this is a new Sylas technology. I've been seeing players like Zayas. I've seen players like Chovy running it. It's a tanky style of Sylas with grasp. And for some reason, every pro player right now, even P-Zang and stuff, they're all just abusing grasp. They have a massive fetish for it, let's be honest. This style of Sylas, I've seen it. Is it OP? Yes. It doesn't have as much of a packed punch in the early game, but once you start getting into the mid to late game, you're unkillable. Okay? If the enemy team has some good ultimates to steal, which in this meta, there's so many goddamn good ultimates to steal, you're just going to be able to 1v9. So you're into our Kale, which is probably a great ult to steal. I think Kale is shit. Nemesis I've seen try to play it a little bit. Maybe thinks it's okay. I think Kale is a shit champion. Cassiding, shit champion. I hate scaling champs unless you're playing Smolder. In that case, it's early, mid, late, everything. I don't like it, but maybe the one tricks can make it work. And I do think this type of champion is going to be coming out in the mid and top lane during Worlds. I think some of these flex picks, like this Sylas, I think the Aurora is going to be used as a great flex. You're going to see things like Poppy as a flex. You could see maybe Sedge. You could see maybe Smolder. Flex picks is what it... Beautiful trade. Flex picks is just... They have so much more value in draft. And they just get so much more priority. So something like Sylas, which can be played mid-top in a tanky type of style, and same with Aurora, like it just gets so much more value. Maybe a solo kill. Oh god, didn't get it. Jesus Christ, that should have been a kill. Holy. So Quidd used to play Kiana in Korean SOLOQ. This was back in 2020 during COVID. So I got stuck in Korea because COVID-19 virus outbroke and all my flights were cancelled and I couldn't get home. So I was stuck in Korea, and thankfully because I got stuck, I was able to play some games with Quidd. But also, further on, I ended up being Dopa, which I don't like to mention too often. And I remember I used to always beg because I was hard stuck. Like, super stuck in Masters back then. I used to wait for Quidd to get home from school so I could play with him for 3 or 4 hours before his computer locked. Because he's computer locked every night at like 8 or 9 p.m. because he was only like 15 or 16 at the time. So I was waiting all day for a 15-year-old to get online and carry me. And then he had to get offline. I would play Talia, like, I'd play Talia bot, he'd play Kiana mid. So we... Just playing with fire here. We still have the teleportation, 10 CS lead. And he was just telling me about his dream of becoming a pro, so... I'm glad to see it work out for him. It's a shame the timing, because as a pro player now, these orgs in America, they're not offering contracts like they used to be. Like, to get a rookie from Korea who doesn't have any, like, pro... Like, not much pro experience, like, you're paying them pretty much peanuts, yeah? Like, you're not paying them very much. So, I don't know. It's still probably a good wage, but is he getting the bag No, I would say not. If he has a good Worlds performance, I'm sure he can negotiate a higher salary between teams. Maybe even look for a spot on C9 as they drop their mid lane for being late 157 times. And also, this is the first video back on YouTube since I lost my account after being robbed and hacked in Brazil. And we are going to get ganked here in the mid lane and go down. We have no flash from earlier. The good news is we have a 20 CS lead. We have teleport. We're not going to lose a thing. And yeah, for those tuning in, I did post a vlog to my... Not even a vlog, just an update on Indoor Boy, which is my vlog channel, but the only channel I had access to at the time. Got my main YouTube channel back. But TLDR is I got robbed in Brazil. I got fully hacked. They took all my accounts. They were trying to get into all my banks, everything. Dilemma. Go watch the update video if you want an update. I'm not going to explain here, but it's good to be back. I wasn't sure. The number one sheer panic was, what if they go onto my YouTube and delete the video of me beating Doper? I was in a sheer state of panic, and the first thing I did when I got my account back was download that, put that on a hard drive, buy a $20,000 safe, put it in the safe, and then buy a $1,000 million safe to put the $20,000 safe inside that safe. And that's going to be guarded. So I just can't afford to lose that. And I'm glad we've still got that footage, and that footage is still secure. We steal the KLOL. Fend off a little bit of a gank. And you're W maxing with this build. Oh. Q gets the kill. I've seen some massive setups with this. You can go Leandries into Riftmaker, I've seen, into full tank. For me, I'm actually putting Sylas as my highest win rate champion at Worlds this year for my pick'ems. Because A, I don't think it's going to get played too much, but it will get played a few times, and it's going to get played in games where it has high value, when the enemy has a bunch of S tier ultimates to steal. And I think it's probably going to get paid, if it gets played like 10, 12 times by high tier teams, I think it's going to have a great win rate. So I'm hoping Hunter Thieves don't play it, but hey, maybe they'll surprise us all. Today is, and by the time this game goes up, today's the last day of Split 2 of Ranked. We're going to get a massive patch come through today. And then after that patch, it's going to be Split 3 beginning. Bunch of new changes. I still think, I've always said this, there's 3 splits is far too much. 2 splits should be what? There should be 1 split first 5 months of the year, second split, small preseason. Instead, they've opted for like no preseason, 3 splits. It's too much, man. I blink and then my ranked is getting reset again and there's a new split. It's too much. Especially when I talk to my common man friends who have normal person jobs. They don't have bloody time, man. They got to keep on grinding, and then they get reset again. Anyways, they've confirmed 3 splits for next year, so they're not changing anything. No voice comms from what I can tell. I'm not sure if we're happy with the direction of League. They've just got to do something big and drastic to change the game to keep everybody interested. It has to be a new map. Like, it has to be a new map with reworked summoner spells. Maybe, like, it just has to be a new map. Or like rotating maps or something. I don't know. So we're slowly making our way towards Leandries.
Blue team has slain the dragon.
Steals Leona ult. Gets it. Does that die to burn? No, not quite. As we get some CC off. Can we get the E2? Q2, W, gets it. Second kill. Looking pretty damn good. I'm scared about the enemy Fiora, who's on a 3 solo kills onto this Shen. Shit. It's recoverable.
Shut down.
No way they do a new map. Oh, wait, I just think I would love to see a new map. And I do understand they just changed, like, how the Baron and the Dragon, like, all that. I do understand. And, wow. Oh, my God. New map. We got the freaking alcove. Drew, how could we forget? Like, oh, wow. My bad. Sorry, I forgot about the alcoves. As we get the Leandry, so we get a little bit of burn here. Cool. It's all about cooldown reduction, right? Looking to lower the W cooldown, heal to full. I'm not sure. So I've seen him do Riftmaker before, but if he gets a little bit of tempo and has to 1v9, he might go for a little bit more AP. So I don't know what he's going to build this game. All I know is sometimes he gets really tanky and sometimes he doesn't. I think I saw Zayas like testing... Maybe it was Unending Despair or so. He was doing some weird builds. I don't know. Maybe we'll see it. Going to get access to Demolish. We get a little bit of a TP down in the bot lane here. Flashes. Holy. Go straight onto the Kyle. Tanks it, tanks it, tanks it. Gets very low here. Jax picks up Kyle. Viego picks up Rel. And somebody needs to stop this, bro. Somebody needs to stop this. Viego ult. W. Oh my god. It's a 1-for-1. Come on, Jax. You don't win this. You don't win this. You don't win this. You don't win this. There is no way he wins this. And Leona gets the shutdown. For some reason, I always see them like nerfing Jax, doing things to Jax, and then rebuffing Jax. Jax is always just stupidly broken. I don't care if you build it AP. I don't care if it's tank. I don't care where if it's in the jungle. It's always been broken, always has been, always freaking will be. That's all I need to say. Just stupid, man. If you play Jax, you know what to do with yourself. In game, of course. In a positive nature. As we find the Ziggs. Ziggs pops his ult. Leona pops her ult. We pop our W. And look, we're just looking to do a little bit of a do-si-do here. And we successfully do that. As we get our third kill. And you can just see how annoying he's becoming. This is W on a 5-second cooldown. Slowly stacking up that health. And dropping into the side lane, using the Demolish. Not quite 10 CS per minute. Don't you dare. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. And it's crazy how these Korean kind of like rookies can come into the league and show up and grind and do so well versus someone like Jojo, who was C9's mid laner and then got sacked because he rocked up to like scrimmages and meetings 42 times late and showed no signs of, whilst being the highest paid player in the league. I couldn't believe that story when it... Actually, that's a lie. I could believe that those stories when they came out. It just made me a little bit sad. Because I remember Jojo and he went to Korea and he grinded like hundreds of games and he got like rank 1 or rank 3. He got really high rank over in Korea grinding on his come up. And now has he got cocky and complacent? Thinks he's too good to practice? Or is there maybe something going on that we, the viewers, don't know about? Maybe something else going on that I just don't have the full story to. So I don't know. I don't want to pass too much judgment because obviously, beautiful solo. I don't want to pass too much judgment. I don't know all the information, but... What the hell? Okay. Almost lost the base top side. And Jack is going to hunt. And do you see how he takes the camp? He's going to take another wave. He's going to ignore his team inting in the side lane or whatever they're doing. This is what good players do and how you side lane. CSing at 10 per minute. Eating every single resource. And he almost has 3 levels on Kyle. This is how you accelerate in games, right? Like this. This type of play. Like, this is how you need to play the side lane. As he's going to die and... Unless... I think he's going to die here. He's going to make me look like a fool. Wait a minute. He's going to die here. The idea was there. With the Shen, with this, I liked it. Unfortunately, Fiona shows up and puts a little bit of a doozy on. But that's okay. Cosmic Drive has come out. Looks like we're not even going for that tanky of a setup this game. Not the Riftmaker build that I've seen. Yeah, I've seen a build here where he goes Riftmaker, Spear of Sojin setup. Like, I've seen a bunch of different... maybe Sylas you can just build whatever the hell you want these days. Anyways, we're going to look for the top. The TP into the bot side. And I reckon he's just going to keep splitting this game out. I don't know if it's... If you use that TP there, that's really... really hinders your chances of a cross-map play, but maybe he sticks close before the drag. And let me know in the comments down below who you think is winning Worlds this year. My bold prediction is an NA team makes it out of groups. My prediction for the winner is Gen G. Chovy MVP. And who is my dark horse to win the tournament? It's probably just Hanwha. My boy Zeka. Like, I feel like they could easily win it and they're pretty good odds, so I think that's a little bit of a throw. We went way too deep there. And he does get the Horning guys on the way to the Riftmaker. Groups aren't a thing anymore. Well, the same premise of like top 8 or however the hell it works. I don't know. You know what I mean. So we land ourselves with 3,400 health. So 154 health gain from the grasp. Another 200 from the overgrowth. All the haste. It's a good freaking lethal setup. It genuinely is. So we miss our E2 like a bit of a noob. And the Sylas wave clearing, it's an art form. It's all about weaving the autos through the abilities. It can feel awkward to begin, but eventually you'll get used to it. Into the side lane once again. And your goal is just to put solos onto the Kyle. Force the team over. Here we go. E. Weave the autos. Get the Q slow. Try and bait the ultimate. Gets the ultimate. Gets the TP. E back in. Gets the shutdown. And he will end up going down here. Hopefully he's able to either get the wave or his team is able to... No way. No way. No way. Oh my god, that was clean. Holy shit. It's dead even goal between these two teams. This is a good game. He gets the Rift Maker now. And now you can go for things like the Unending Despair. You can go for the tank. Jack's able to get a little bit of free reign in the mid lane. And a good Sylas is just like... When you watch a good Sylas like Showmaker, like Caps, and you just watch them, this champion is so cool, so fun. One of the best designs. Like, it's so entertaining to watch. So we are making our way towards 4,000 health. Looks like he's got an Aether Wisp, so he might be going for something like a Lichbane. Storm Surge at the moment is very popular after the buffs. Fiora going to go down. Ziggs gets hit. Still has the Leona ult. Going to take that out. Has the Leona ult to go through. Hits it in the middle. And he has TP, so there's no reason for him to group. He should just go straight back into the side lane. Or even look for the flank here on the Kyle. They're going to look for the 1v2 play. Oh, he's looking to go back in here. Does he win this? Shenalt comes through. Riftmaker stacked up. I don't know how the hell he dies there, but they get the Baron. For each second in combat, deal 2% bonus damage up to 10%. At max strike, get Omni-Vamp. So you can just see how the Riftmaker synergizing with the Leandries. You're moving around with the Cosmic. Looking like we're going to go to Storm Surge as well. What do you guys think about this setup? It looks fun, right? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. You guys can't see the item damages. Apologies. I can. Why is Storm Surge popular? They gave it a lot of magic ability items, some big old buffs recently. I think Storm Surge mathematically was one of the best. It was an item that got released way OP, and then they giga nerfed it to make it useless, and then now they've rebuffed it, I believe. Alright, Shen. You're having a bit of a great game here, buddy. Of course, we're off in the side lane farming. Looking to push this lane. Not worried with what the hell this... Wait a minute. He's found an angle. He's found an angle. Jax had that shit covered, let's be honest. Ashe went down in the mid lane to Ziggs. I don't know if that TP was required, because the Fury is going to come up, defend top. Oh. Oh my god, well played. Good W. He tested the Fiora mechanics. Bro, it doesn't matter what Shen players do. They could go 0-20 and farm at 3 per minute. As long as in the late game, they just are their carries, it ends up working. You know I'm right. Ash arrow. It's my grandmother. Drew's already on 4 HP, so GG, bro. Thank you for that. What team do you want to win Worlds? I mean... Look. To see Faker win again, that would probably bring me the most joy. People think for some reason I'm a Faker hater. Dude, I'm a Faker believer. I'm a Faker lover. Do I think he wins Worlds this year? Hell no. Do I think he's past his peak? Hell yeah. But I would love to see him win again, man. That brings me the most joy. Or simply just not... I would also love to see a Western team win. But that's probably one of the craziest things to ever happen in League. So I don't want to be completely delusional, as we might just lose the game here to a split push Fiora. Oh shit. Quidd's diving. Quidd's trying to live. He needs to run. He needs to run fast. Fiora's ending the game. Fiora's ending the game, guys. Somebody make it home, please. What happens if T1 win 5 times? I don't even think they can fit another star on their little logo looking thing. They have to rebrand. Faker's gonna have too much money in his bank account. He's gonna have overflowing. There's gonna be money on the streets, and I will be there, and I will be pocketing it. It's Kale on the way to level 16. Wow. Oh no, level 16 Kale. Everything changes. No, it doesn't. Oh, Cassidy in level 16. No, doesn't matter anymore. Doesn't matter anymore. There's too much power creep in the game for every champion this late. So like, oh, these scaling champions, doesn't matter, bro. Like every champion at this point on this amount of items ends up becoming super OP. EUW later. 4v5 opportunity. Maybe more with the Shen. How much health are we at? 4.1k. Would you define this as tank Sylas, chat? Or is it just... It's not tank, but 4.1k is a lot. Like, it's a bruiser mage, I guess. Bruiser Sylas. Imagine this setup with tank items on, like, 4-5, though. Level 18. TP online. We're gonna get maybe one last team fight. What ultimate does he steal? He goes in, gets Kale ult. Doesn't want to quite overplay his card. Just gonna wait to get that flank angle. Waiting. Now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time. We go in.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
And that's everybody dead, but do we have a wave?
Red team double.
We do. That's going to be GG, ladies and gentlemen. 100 Thieves. I'm hoping they have a good performance. I'm hoping Quidd can show up. But if he doesn't, at least he showed up in solo queue when he was boot camping before the tournament. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm so glad to be back. Thank you for all the support during these last like 10 days when everything went down. But until next time, I'll catch you later. Good night.